China, which had announced a few days ago that it would be supplying stealth fighter jets to Pakistan, well, that story has moved ahead now. We've got a confirmation that China's J-35 stealth fighters, made by a Chinese company called Shenyang, will be supplied to Pakistan sometime next year. Pakistan is set to get, we are told, 40 Chinese J-35 fighters. China has stealth jets. Pakistan will obviously get them next. That's what the Shenyang J-35 looks like. And it is also a reminder now that the Indian Air Force has no stealth fighters so far. China has them, Pakistan has them, but India is still a distance from getting its very own. Group Captain Alawat, I'll bring you in on that aspect. China is going to be supplying, not surprising at all, its latest fifth generation stealth fighter to Pakistan. This is of course interesting because the F-35 that we were talking about is also a stealth fighter. It's also on offer to India. How do you see this, China supplying these jets to Pakistan, sir?
So Pakistan receiving these jets is not a surprise at all, because their team of nominated fighter pilots have been in China for more than 6 months. They were training on the type before they were inducted. It was reported that the version that China will give to Pakistan is FC-31, slightly toned down version of J-35, which is practiced across the globe. Nobody gives the full... So this is not a surprise. The only surprise element is that they're coming a little ahead of schedule. That's the only surprise. Now, of course, it's a worrying news because ever since independence, we have fought a very hard battle in procurement fair to retain an edge over at least Pakistan, if not China. And with FC-31 or any version of J-35 in Pakistani colors is going to raise a little bit of concern on our side. Yes, it's concerning, and unfortunately, we have only two bad choices, the F-35 and the Su-57. The only good choice is the AMCA. The only way we can, get past this problem is to give it the national mission mode kind of thing and get it online as soon as we practically can.
Very true. And I just have some graphics that I want to play out for our viewers of precisely what you were talking about. India has no stealth fighters so far. The US has them, Russia has them, China already has them, Pakistan will soon have them, thanks to China. But India is still a distance away from acquiring its own fighters. We'll get that. Okay, there it is. So where is India's own F-35 or J-35? Well, it's not yet in sight. China has the J-20 and the J-35. You can see in that graphic. The United States, Pakistan has the J-35 coming very soon, as we've just told you in our breaking news. The United States has... Russia has the Sukhoi Su-57, which you heard Group Captain Alawat just mentioned. The US has the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning II, which is an aircraft that is now grounded in Kerala by the Royal Navy. And the AMCA is an Indian fifth-generation stealth fighter effort, but that aircraft is only going to come about a decade from now. That's in 2035. Air Marshal Kapoor, I know we're talking about that F-35 that's been grounded in Kerala, but the defense journalist in me also sees this as another reminder that we don't have our own, and our own is a good distance away, and our options are limited.
I had tweeted also, written an article on LinkedIn and others. See, as per the news report, the Pakistanis are likely to get 40 aircrafts by December this year. 9 to 10 years is the official figure by the time we could induct AMCA, our own. There is absolutely no doubt in anybody's mind that we need to have our own indigenous platforms. But as a nation, can we wait for 10 more years with the adversary from both sides having more and better equipment? So the immediate take with which I personally feel that we could go in for about 2 to 3 squadrons of Su-57s with an assurance of transfer of technology to meet this shortfall. It could be a G2G, something like a Rafale kind of a deal, because the Su-57 has a lot of compatibility with our equipment, weapons, radars and other things. And of course, in a lot of other parameters, it is much better than F-35s when you compare. And both these aircrafts flew in Aero India.
That's right.
So I was speaking to certain people who saw both the aircrafts performing. There is absolutely no doubt that F-35 is the state-of-the-art aircraft. But in many ways, when you tick the boxes, the Su-57 ticks more boxes in many ways better than F-35. So in my personal guess, I have no authority at this stage to say, but I personally feel we could go in for a G2G kind of this thing off-the-shelf purchase of Su-57s with an coding kind of an access to us to integrate our indigenous weapons, our own DRDO weapons onto this aeroplane.
Yeah.
With the help of Russians, we could, go and build on this. This will have a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Our crew, both the air crew and the ground crew, till AMCA comes, will have experience to have worked on these aeroplanes. Also, our team, while AMCA is being produced, can give necessary inputs onto the design and development kind of work, which can go on because we are already operating this kind of an aeroplane in our own airspace. So these are factors which I feel should be considered at the correct level.
Yeah, Group Captain Alawat, last word to you. I have 60 seconds. Go ahead. I see you smiling and raising your hand. Yeah.
Cap sir, I'm sorry, I'm going to completely and absolutely disagree with you. TOT makes sense if we didn't have AMCA. TOT would make sense if we did not have the T ourselves. We have the T. The challenge we're trying to overcome is this gap of 10 years. And if you look at Russia, they themselves don't have a full regiment. They don't have squadron, they have regiment. In one regiment, there are 50 aircraft. They don't have one full operational regiment of Su-57 right now. They haven't produced what they need themselves. We don't need the T because T is our own. We were part of this Su-30 program as Spark FA or fifth generation fighter aircraft. We didn't like what we saw. 350 million we spent and we walked away. There is a lot we know about it and we didn't like it. So if you're filling the gap before our own homegrown fighter gets airborne, we should go for something which is proven. It's a bad choice, but amongst the two bad choices, F-35 is the less bad choice.
It's the truth of the matter is that we are between a rock and a hard place as far as this is concerned. As a purist, I wish that we didn't have to get anything from outside and we could just depend and accelerate the AMCA. But you are both realists. You've been in uniform. You've been in cockpits. So you, of course, speak a different language and I will hear you always. Thank you very much.